but the whole thing is that we can all be a big bundle of contradictions from one minute to the next. Because the world's a crazy freaking place, dude, and you've got to deal with bills and homes and everything else. You know what I mean? But you are in a position where you like to take care of others, and you're an amazing guy. I don't know. It seems like you're hard on yourself too. I just think I see your passion now, having learned. Because I took you the wrong way, and I feel bad about it till today.
I'm just glad you're drunk. That helps things.
No, no. Shut up. No, see, we said we weren't even say that out loud, and now here we
I
are
never said
live.
that. I never
Oh,
said
you
that.
didn't say that. No, you
No,
didn't. You're
I
right. You're
never
totally
said
right.
that.
Damn it.
Anyway,
No, but let me tell you something. I think about it often,
mhm.
and I think to myself, even this week, well, earlier, when was it, Donovan? Was it Sunday evening or something
What?
that you played that chill music on
Oh
your
yeah, I think
show?
Sunday or Monday or
And I
something.
just was like, God, I want to reach out and touch this guy and just, not to give any advice whatsoever, just to give him an avenue where he could just rip somebody. You know what I mean? Just like let it go.
Yeah.
And he didn't take it. You totally didn't take it.
No. No.
But and it's because I don't know. I don't know if it's just who I am, but I see you in a different way because we're falling out, and I'm kind of glad it happened. But I'm very sorry that it did.
Well, I didn't even.
But it even wasn't that major. But you know
No,
how
that's what I'm
passionate
saying.
I am and dramatic about everything.
Yeah. But that's okay. That's just who you are. People who are who they are, and that's
So
okay.
sorry. I'm sorry about this, guys. I am a mess. I'm so sorry.
Well, we all are to some degree. Trust me.
But David did it last night. I thought it was so cute.
What?
And he went off the end and got tanked.
Oh
Tizzy. He
yes.
got tizzy
I
with
was not
Buzzy.
tanked.
Oh, please. You went Ike Turner on me. I was like, are you going to hit me now, Ike? Would you like to
But I was
pistol whip
being
me?
funny. I wasn't being
You called me
serious.
an evil bitchy queen, and all your friends laughed at me. I
Did
felt
I
like
say that?
Carrie.
Wait a minute, Donovan was there. Not Carrie. Donovan, did I call him an evil bitchy queen?
Yes.
Yes, you did,
Those
honey.
words were evil bitchy queen.
Yeah,
Yes.
I said that.
absolutely.
You said
You
evil
said,
bitch. I don't want to say you bitch. You said
and
evil.
then,
You
and
said
then you
queen at
said,
another point, I think. But yes,
yeah, yeah.
not in the same
You told,
sentence. But
but
yeah.
listen, I love you.
Oh, I
I
did.
love you. I'm not upset at you
Oops.
about it.
That's must have when that must have happened when the blackout happened.
Well, I was thinking. By the way, Donovan and I were wondering if you were getting it in last night because you kind of dipped out on us,
Oh,
but
the
you
booty
said, "Oh, you
call.
were you were having cake, right?" That was his excuse. Was he was having a piece of something? I don't know what it was.
Oh, because you guys were still talking. No, I
Yeah,
did. I
maybe.
went and smoked and I and I had a piece of cake.
Sure
And
you
I
did.
didn't throw up.
Sure you didn't.
What about
It
your?
was
So,
it was
are you going to
good.
continue to smoke in 2014? That's not one of your resolutions to quit.
Move to an electronic deal to wean yourself off. I'm doing
I
it.
will tell you what, my sister and I, we talked about that today because my nephew, we were when we left the restaurant with Dairy Queen, and he got in the car and we're outside the car smoking, and so he gets back out of the car. He said, "Hey guys, my nephew's a little man. He's not even a kid. We call him a little man." He said, "Hey guys, we can go ahead and do today. Let's go ahead and go to the Vapor Lounge. There's this place that sells these vapor cigarettes, and he wanted my sister and I both to go over there, and he wanted us to start. So yeah, that could be something on the table. Um, but it's not. There's no downside to it. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not. It's not easy, David, by any stretch of it. But
Oh, I
when you
know.
find
I've
the right
tried.
piece,
I've tried.
listen, I have found the right piece of equipment for myself. I haven't had a real cigarette in I don't know how long, 3 months.
And what are you doing?
It's
E-cigs.
called eVod. Well, no, I started on e-cigs,
Hmm.
and I got to the point where I was like, I don't even want to feel like I have one. I don't even want to associate that feeling with cigarettes. How I'm feeling right now, I don't want to associate it. So I was like, I need to move off of. I need to move away from cigarettes altogether. Even though they were electronic, I still knew that I needed to distance myself from them. So I went and I bought an eVod, and you can fill it up with different flavors that you like. Like for the holidays, I'm doing I'm doing menthol apple with a little bit of pomegranate, and
That's
I'm
what's
the
like
mark.
them sticks that people hang around their necks.
I think you're an idiot if you do. No, I shouldn't say that. Damn it. No,
He's trying so
no,
hard to be
no,
evolved.
no. if maybe we may not be thinking of the same thing, it could be, but I bet it is, and it's a interesting way to keep it on you. Help me, Donovan. It's not right, and I don't like wearing that, but I love it otherwise. I keep it on me all the time. It's in my pocket. It's in my hand. Um, it may even be in that picture of me with a cup of coffee. And it's not offensive to others. Others actually appreciate it. They're like, I think that it's something that you're doing that's, really great, and tell me how it works. People stop me at the grocery store. People say to me, way to go, way to be. And it's just like, I feel really good about myself. And I know that now I can whittle down the nicotine and get to the thing. This is not a commercial for EVOD, but you should totally try it. I mean, it didn't save my life, but I feel like I made a big step, period.
But so you're not going to try to quit then, David?
I didn't say that. Right now, that is not in my mind to quit. No, I'm gonna be completely honest. No,
Because honestly, I mean, between the smoking and the fast food, which one's going to kill you faster, bitch? So
probably the fast food.
exactly.
Yeah, see, especially that McDonald's thing. What was that about?
What McDonald's thing?
Don't eat
Oh,
with the insurance thing. It said don't eat the fast food. Don't eat McDonald's or
it
Oh,
was their own company that was saying that
yeah.
yeah.
stuff. Yeah, it was a third party that I guess managed the website for their healthcare or health information or employee resources, and that was on their websites for healthy living was don't eat a cheeseburger and fries. And McDonald's is like, nah, we're gonna have to cut ties with y'all because y'all doing too much. So
Wow.
that's how that went down. But yeah,
Wow.
yeah, so I just need to, like what George Clinton said, move your ass and your mind will follow.
Hmm.
And I think I need to move my ass more. 'Cause well, like I was telling you guys earlier in the conversation, I sometimes I get complacent in my complacency, and that's where I am right now because I'm just being very very complacent, and that's not me. I used to be the very ambitious, outgoing. Ooh, let's try this. Let's do this. Let's go here. Let's do this. Let's meet this person. And I'm not that person anymore because I've shut that David off so I could, devote and not and unselfishly devote my time to my mother and my family.
Hmm.
And I think sometimes you can't. I don't think you can do that and live your best life. I think you have to find the balance and hopefully, and that I think that's the tone. I want to find the balance between my personal happiness, my family happiness, and my professional happiness.
Yeah, because I would agree with you. And balance is what is the key. And you've been doing your balance has been your scales have been tipped all the way over to your family, like
Yeah,
just and other
yeah,
sides you got nothing on there.
yeah.
I mean, think about your personal life. I mean, even your friendships and things like that. How much do you really go out with your friends or any friends?
Not at all.
Exactly. Therefore, you need to put something on the other side of the scale this year. That's you're right. I agree with you. That's great.
Yeah, one of my friends that sent me. I seen where he was in town. This is one of my I consider one of my best friends, our close friends, and he doesn't live here anymore. We kind of moved at the same time. He moved to Knoxville. I moved to Atlanta, and so he was here in town. And I seen where he, how they put the posts where they are locally,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, you didn't call me. He's like, and no, he put, and I didn't realize I had done this. He has been in town like in the last 2 years. He's been in town and once in Atlanta, but I was working when he was there in Atlanta. But like this, the last 2 years, he's been here like 10 times. He's like, I've invited you 9 times. I decided not to invite you the 10th.
Well, can you? Yeah.
No, but I didn't realize, and I'm like, oh my god, you did. He said you always had an excuse, but then I told him, I said, well, it's not an excuse, but
Yes, it was.
well, no, because I had things to do,
That's an
but
excuse.
but it's an
Okay.
excuse.
You
But
didn't want
I
to
guess
go. If you wanted to go that badly, you would have gone.
no,
What do you mean no?
that's not how it works around these parts. I have to plan things out, and you just can't call me last minute and tell me be here in an hour. I can't do. I don't work like that.
Oh, well, that
But
makes sense. But
yeah, I had to. But that's and he understood when I told him. He thought I was just blowing him off. But no, you invited me at the, the last minute, and then you expect me to show up somewhere where I couldn't plan. Like one time, my mother was in the hospital. One time, I had to be home because she was sick, or I was at work, and
mhm.
so I had to plan. If I don't, like, the thing is, I can plan. I just choose not to plan now. because it seemed like none of my plans ever kind of work out in my favor.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's going to change. It's going to change.
Good.
Balance. I need the balance.
That's right. So balance. You're going to try to find balance next year.
Yeah.
Good. That's what everybody should find is balance. Same for you and for me.
Hey,
Ken.
listen, balance is everything. Wish I had more of it.
Absolutely. Well, thanks guys for the talk. I appreciate the discussion. It was good. My question this week. Don't forget next week's or next time is David's question. So
I think so. Hopefully, I will have. I emailed, because we're planning to have Seth Morney on with us. If you don't know, he's the ginger god.
Ginger God.
He is. There's been like the go-go poster boy for 2013 for redheads,
Mm-hmm.
and even he's made redhead viable again. Well, again, or made redhead hot, and I think he's absolutely adorable. But we're gonna have him on. I've been talking to him. He wanted to do it sometime between now and the 30th. I don't think that's possible because I'm working and I just want to get through the first of the year. So I did tell him, I said, well, let's postpone it till next week. And then we'll get him on. So maybe Seth will be on us next week, and then we can line up some questions for him and then have a panel discussion with him as well.
That would be great.
That'd be
Look forward
awesome.
to it. He's one of the only redheads I've ever found attractive. So, so that's good.
Prince Harry, bless him, he's cute.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, he's
Bless
cute,
him.
but
He's cute, but he's not hot.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
no.
No, I couldn't see him that way. No.
Mm-mm. All right, guys. Well, have a good night,
Okay, good
Thanks,
night.
everybody.
and thanks for listening
Bye,
to the show,
guys.
everybody. We will see you next week. Good night.
Good night.